What we don't know is, has there been insider trading on these prediction market sites before? Joining us now, Ben Schiffrin, Director of Securities Policy at Better Markets, a non-profit group that supports financial reform. Thank you so much for joining us. Are they regulated at all, these sites, first of all?
They're regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, but there is no explicit prohibition on using inside information to profit off of prediction market platforms.
Well, exactly. So if you have inside information, it would be illegal to use that on the stock market, but not illegal to use it on the prediction markets. Is that right?
That's generally right. Now, the CFTC does have anti-manipulation authority, which could be used to go after these insiders that are trying to use their information to profit off of their bets. But you could easily see them arguing that that authority isn't sufficient, which is why you need an explicit prohibition against using inside information.
So we've had similar cases before where insiders of brands or businesses that have made bets in relation to their inside knowledge. I think what's alarming about this is that it's clearly coming from someone in the public sector, isn't it? Because they're the only ones that would have the information before it was released.
Well, with respect to the bets that are being placed on things like is there going to be a war in Iran, you have to think that the insiders are people well connected in the government, as you say, in the public sector, and that obviously is much more concerning than if you're just talking about an insider at a business.
What are the policies like at these organizations? I know a lot of organizations have banned their staff from using these platforms, but that's almost a voluntary move, isn't it? Is there a broad framework for companies in dealing with this?
Well, there needs to be actual laws that prohibit using inside information on prediction market platforms, right? The fact that companies, certain prediction market platforms like Kalshi and Polymarket may say that they're going to prohibit insider betting on their platforms isn't sufficient. You can think about the analogy, as you mentioned before, to the stock market. Lots of public companies prohibit their employees from engaging in insider trading. We don't just stop there. The SEC has authority to go after insider trading. Sports leagues prohibit athletes from betting on their games, so we don't stop there. The states that allow gambling, almost all of them prohibit athletes from betting. It's the same thing here. You need actual laws that prohibit all prediction market platforms from allowing insider trading.
It's interesting though, isn't it? Because I think actually if you look at these markets, people are looking for the insider traders, aren't they? Because if you're betting on something like, when will the war end? People know that there will be people using inside information and they'll bet off the back of them. Isn't it just part of the game?
Well, certainly prediction market platforms are the next step in the complete gamification of finance. And some prediction market platform proponents say that it's good to have inside information out there. The problem is that the insiders aren't saying, I have this inside information and I'm using it to bet. So people don't really know whether the people are betting because they have information or not. Now, if you're a foreign intelligence service and you want to see what's happening on an event contract as to whether or not there's going to be military action in your country, you might see that there's a spike in activity. All of a sudden, the odds of there being an action in your country go up dramatically in a short period of time. And you might use that knowledge to take preventive action. That obviously raises national security concerns. But from other people's perspective, it's not going to necessarily be clear whether there's insiders that are in the market or they're just bettors in the market.
Okay, Ben Schiffrin, appreciate your look at that incredible story. Thank you.